Welcome back to some more battles. We are in the open Great League, and let's see if we can get some wins with this team. We're going to be using the Talonflame paired with the Greninja and the Jumpluff in the back. So not a great lead. We go into the Jumpluff, and our opponent reveals Dusclops. Dusclops into this Jumpluff isn't necessarily the best counter. We know they have Ice Punch, but that's going to be a non-stab move, so we can definitely survive one. We're going to get to this Acrobatics here. Significant damage if they let it go and they decide to use the shield. And we got a decision to make. Are we going to let this go, or we're going to shield? We're deciding to just take the shield advantage, and we're going to head into our Talonflame, looking to get a huge energy advantage. Doesn't matter what move they throw here from their energy, we will be able to survive it. Here comes another move. Shadow Punch is gonna get revealed, and now we have the energy advantage that we might need to take out this Stunfisk. You can see right here, we get to the second flame charge that is boosted at this point, and they have to expend their second shield. So that's the advantage we need. We're gonna have to shield here no matter what. Ends up being the discharge, and they did have two moves, so luckily we are able to hide behind two shields. But then they revealed the Golisopod. Do we have enough energy advantage to win this matchup here? I don't think this Night Slash will KO. Yeah, it doesn't KO, and they're going to be able to take us out with the X Scissor if they are running it. Now, however, do we get the farm down with the Talon? No, we don't. So a little bit unfortunate right there. The Stunfisk, basically a cord breaker for the team, and just unable to come back from that situation. We tried our best to get the energy advantage to try to win the game, but maybe one fast move away from pulling that off. Okay, we got the Talonflame versus a non-shadow Drapion. So we're just going to stick in here, mainly because we are running the flame charged Talonflame. Our opponent decided to let it go, and we're just going to tank this move here and look for the farm down. So we'll take that. We have a ton of energy, but they revealed their own Talonflame, so this is going to be a shield or a huge damage. Looks like we could not get to that next move, and now we have to go into our Greninja. This Greninja has to tank a move. Brave Bird is used, unfortunately, and we're going to have to win this game with the one shield Jumpluff. Looks like they were energy dry, and because they ran Brave Bird, all we really need to throw is the Aerial Ace, and we just shield here. Ooh, interesting. We see the Chestnut, and that's not going to be beneficial for our opponent. Maybe we could have undercharged her a little bit more against the Chestnut, but we're just going to fire off another Aerial Ace to take out the Talonflame. So GG's to our opponent. Interesting team by them. Chestnut with the Talonflame, pretty polarizing Pokemon. So we were able to win that matchup there. Okay, interesting lead here. They decided they don't want to tank those fire moves, so they decided to switch out. They are going to be able to outpace us, so we're going to have to shield at least once. And we're just going to go for this Brave Bird because we think that because we're debuffed, they're not going to shield, and that's exactly the case. Here comes a move. If it's Grass Knot, we should be able to survive it, but they go for the Rock Tomb, which allows us to get the energy advantage. Here comes the Hydro Cannon towards this fortress, and luckily we are going to be able to reach another Hydro, and it gets this in range of one Incinerate. So down goes the fortress, and now we have the clear advantage, because not only were we going to be able to resist the Musclaps, but also we could just play the Brave Bird and Dip strategy. So GG's to our opponent. on to the next game. We got the Talonflame versus the Pangoro. Okay. This matchup here is going to be favorable for us, so they decided to switch into their Drapion. This Drapion is looking to probably grab some shields, but because they were the one to switch in, we have the energy advantage, and just like that, we do sneak in an additional Incinerate, so we can just shield here, and if they bring back their Pangoro, regardless, we're just going to fire off the Brave Bird. So this is going to get some huge damage, or the shield, and our opponent here ends up shielding it. We know Pangoro's still there, plus this Weezing. Weezing is able to fire off the Sludge. We're going to be able to fire off this Hydro to chip away at this Pangoro. And we should be okay now because we still have this Jumpluff that we can pretty much resist all the moves. They're tanking all these moves, and Nice Slash is minor damage. And all we have to do here is get to this Acrobatics, and first Acrobatics is not enough to take us out. We need to survive this Sludge. Okay, we do survive it, and then we're just going to go for the Aerial Ace. It is low enough that it should be able to take it out. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with our Jumpluff at the end, mainly getting that little bit of energy advantage versus the Pangoro first, and then just taking out the Weezing later. Ooh, Shadow type Flosion is going to be very difficult to deal with because it does get to these Thunder Punches fairly quickly, and it wins the cap tie. So this is kind of a core breaker. We have to somehow get the shields down. We do get them to shield the Flame Charge, which is good for us. However, they are going to be able to get to these Thunder Punches very quickly. So do we ever catch shield, or do we ever just stay in? Okay, so we elect to just stay in so that we can farm down later. Thunder Punch easily takes us out. And now we have the Skeledirge onto our Greninja. This is really favorable for us. Hydro Cannon easily takes out the Skeledirge, and we know they still have Talon, so let's see what they have. Oh, this Talonflame here is not going to like this Greninja. It looks like Greninja has an opportunity to sweep the entire team, and that's exactly what we do. So, well played by us. Check out the team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.